All right, so we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to create something like this. Let's say it's a logo or something you're creating, and you want these dots in between, and you want this text here. So I'm just going to copy this text line here. And I know I'm going to do this, so I'm going to save that. No, I'm going to do that now. So let's go ahead and do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and scale that. Let's do 125. And copy. Nope. Let's go back to 150. Copy. Lock it. Okay. Now I'm going to copy this and lock that as well. Now if I was really doing this, I would probably do a new layer and paste in place. And then I would lock all those other ones. So now my text layer is just here. Got to make sure it wants to default fillet. So we're going to do type on path. And I don't know why. Oh, because it's locked. Okay. So I don't know why Illustrator is kind of bringing these in real funky, but we're going to make the adjustment. Right, we're going to make sure that's kind of centered. There it is, I like that. Now, I'm going to make my adjustment, right? So I'm going to say, all right, well, let's make this go, let's see, eyeball that, make sure it's in between. It's about 17. So there we go. Now, I want the bottom line of my text. Just copy this. So here's this is, I'm going to lock this, actually. I'm going to copy it and lock it, paste in place, and put my other text here. I don't know why it refuses to copy. All right. I'm just going to change this bottom. Okay, so what I have is you have top and bottom. But I want this to go on the inside here. Right, but wait a minute. It's going inside. I want it to go outside. Aha! That's because what I copied from my baseline shift is at positive 17. Well, let's go negative. What does that do when I do that? Oops. Right? And so now you would just want the same, visually looking the same that's there. Now, when you do this, you may need to adjust your kerning a little bit so we get something that looks like that. So again, it's all about flipping this one on the inside. So, right, so this, so that switches it to the other side. That's to the outside. And that's kind of what I want, right? So just the two different ways of kind of going about that. So again, if you want both on the top and the bottom, if you have a circle, and we're going to say type on path, top. See, again, it flipped it in the inside. I don't know why it's doing something weird with that, but that's all right. We can fix that. I now want this arranged over here. You can see how I'm just moving these little guides, and you can see how I can have it kind of centered with that. Now let's say I want that same type, but I want it underneath. Right? So I'm going to copy this, lock it, paste in place. And now I'm going to say, okay, that same type should be there, but I want it flipped on the outside. Okay? But you can see if I have it there, yes, it works, but it's upside down. So I'm going to take this and flip it in. Okay. Flip it in. But I want it to go right on the outside, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a negative baseline shift. You can see it goes right to the outside, and then all you'd have to do is kern this a little bit to get tighter. All right, let's change this to bottom. And there you go. That's how you put type on the top and the bottom using the path tool, using the text path tool. Okay.